Hey there. Ever wish your computer was like way faster and didn't heat up like crazy? Well, get this. Scientists are working on diamond-laced computer chips. They could do just that. Sounds kind of sci-fi, gal. But it's getting closer to reality. There's some exciting breakthroughs happening. We're talking like potentially 10 times faster processing speeds, and all while using half the power. So, okay, let's unpack this a little. Why diamonds? I mean, they're beautiful, sure. But what makes them so special for computing? Well, it turns out diamonds has some amazing properties, properties that make them ideal for electronics. For one thing, they're incredibly good at handling high electrical voltages, and they can dissipate heat like nobody's business. Anyone who's ever had their laptop burn their thighs knows heat is a big problem with electronics. But here's where it gets really interesting. Diamonds are also excellent insulators. Now you might be thinking, wait, isn't connectivity important for electronics? And you'd be right. But in these complex systems, having parts that can also insulate is crucial. It's really important for managing the flow of electricity. So diamonds kind of have the best of both worlds. They can handle the power, keep things cool, and also act as insulators when needed. They're like the superheroes of the electronics world. But there's been a catch, and it's a big one. Making diamonds in a lab usually requires incredibly high temperatures. Way too hot for those delicate silicon chips to survive. Imagine trying to bake a cake at like 200 degrees instead of 350. You might end up with something, but it's not going to be pretty. And it definitely won't taste as good. And if you try to grow diamonds at lower temperatures, the quality takes a hit, which kind of defeats the purpose. So for a while, it seemed like diamond chips might remain a futuristic fantasy, but that's where things took a turn. Scientists have recently figured out a way to grow high-quality diamonds at lower temperatures, making it possible to integrate them into silicon chip manufacturing. It's a game changer, folks. So how do they crack the code? Well, it all comes down to the chemistry involved in diamond growth. Diamonds are typically made using a process that involves depositing thin films of a special gas onto a surface. Think of it like building a diamond atom by atom, like Lego bricks. But instead of hand, we use this special gas. The problem is, this gas can be a bit finicky. Sometimes it helps grow those beautiful, sparkly diamonds. Other times it creates this nasty soot that messes everything up. For a long time, it was kind of a mystery what made the gas behave one way or the other. But now, researchers have finally figured out the secret. Temperature. They discovered that there's a critical temperature for this gas. Below this temperature, you get Soot City. Above it, diamond-making magic. So why should you care about this critical temperature thing? Well, because it means we can finally make these diamond chips without turning your expensive computer into toast. They can now control this process very precisely, making sure that the diamonds grow beautifully at temperatures that won't fry those precious silicon chips. But hold on, because it gets even more exciting. Diamonds also hold immense potential for the world of quantum computing. And that's where things get really mind-blowing. Quantum computing. It harnesses this like mind-bending power, the power of quantum mechanics, to perform calculations. Calculations that are impossible for traditional computers. And guess what? Diamonds can play a key role in making this happen. Specifically, scientists are focusing on creating something. It's called quantum diamond surfaces. I know this is getting a bit technical. Just stay with me here. Imagine you could like tweak the diamond structure at an atomic level. What if you can replace some carbon atoms with nitrogen atoms? This creates what are called nitrogen vacancy centers, which are like tiny little quantum laboratories within the diamond. These nitrogen vacancy centers, they have these unique properties that make them perfect for creating qubits. Qubits are like the superpowered cousins of the bits in your regular computer. Think of them as the building blocks of quantum computers. They can hold way more information and perform multiple calculations at the same time, leading to exponentially faster processing speeds. But there's a catch. These nitrogen vacancy centers are pretty delicate, and they need a protective layer, a layer to keep them functioning properly. The usual way to create this layer involves exposing the diamond to high-heat hydrogen plasma, but that can damage those precious nitrogen vacancy centers. It's like trying to protect a delicate flower by blasting it with a hairdryer. Not exactly the best approach, right? So, researchers had to come up with a gentler approach. And they did. They found two new methods. Fancy ways of saying they found a way to create that protective layer without frying the quantum heart of the diamond. Now, neither method is perfect yet, but they're a huge step forward. Scientists are already working on refining these techniques to create even better quantum diamond surfaces, paving the way for a future where quantum computers become a reality. It's like we're on the verge of unlocking a whole new level of computing power, and diamonds are the key. So what does all of this mean for you? Well, for starters, it means that we could be looking at a A future with much faster, more energy-efficient computers. Imagine a world where your phone never overheats, your laptop battery lasts for days, and complex calculations that used to take hours are completed in seconds. That's the kind of potential we're talking about here. And it's not just about speed and efficiency. These diamond-based technologies could revolutionize everything, from medical imaging and drug discovery to material science and artificial intelligence. Think about sensors. Sensors that can detect the tiniest changes in the environment, enabling us to monitor pollution levels, predict earthquakes, or even diagnose diseases earlier than ever before. Or imagine quantum computers that can crack the codes that protect our most sensitive data, leading to unbreakable encryption and a more secure digital world. The possibilities are pretty much endless, and it's all thanks to these tiny sparkling wonders. It's amazing to think that something as beautiful and seemingly delicate as a diamond could be the key to unlocking such powerful technologies. It's a reminder that sometimes the most unexpected solutions are hiding in plain sight, just waiting for us to discover them. So there you have it, a glimpse into the dazzling world of diamond-laced computer chips and the quantum leap they could represent for technology. It's a future that's both exciting and a little bit mind-boggling, and I, for one, can't wait to see what happens next. It's almost like, diamonds were meant to be more than just glittering gems. They could be the key to unlocking a future we can only dream of now. I don't know about you, but all this talk about diamond computer chips and quantum leaps has got my head spinning, in the best way possible, of course. It's incredible to think about the potential these tiny sparkling wonders hold. Who would have thought something so beautiful could also be so powerful? Just goes to show you, nature still has surprises for us. And sometimes the most groundbreaking solutions, they're hiding in plain sight. Well, that about wraps up our deep dive into the world of diamond-laced computer chips. It's been a wild ride, huh? I hope you enjoyed it. This glimpse into the future of technology, and I hope it sparks some of your own curiosity about what might be possible. Thanks for joining me, and until next time, keep those minds open and those imaginations fired up.